If it ain't 100, it's a miscount. 7 days a week, I 6 ounces. If a chick with me, she like big houses. If a chick with me, she like foreign cars. If a chick with me, she like go yard.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Michael Wacha starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Ready now, Ozzie Albies. He will lead this one off today. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Here it comes on 1-1.
Hey.
And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Enters play here at 279. 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. Outside for a ball, 1-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
That is third. The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And the pitch.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Pitch on the way.
That's out.
2 out, nobody on. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Looking up is the right fielder, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, number 11 for him on the season. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
That is 4.
Acuna digs in now.
runner.
As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 7 homers and 21 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
The left fielder, number 20.
As he'll take strike one on the inside corner. His career line against Wacha. He's got a 3-for-7 line. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. But this is foul near the seats. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Nope.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
2-2 to Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Braves lead this one 2-0. Mike Soroka gets the starting assignment for the Braves. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
So here's Jeff McNeil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Mets, the third baseman, number 6.
Now here's the pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Count 0-2.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And that misses 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Over the bullpen and gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Mets are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
Place is going nuts right here. Want to get your fans involved? Leadoff hitter, take them deep in your home yard.
Here's Pete Alonso.
The first baseman,
This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, D-Row, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command 1-2.
Gotta think our man behind the plate thought twice about that one. About as close as it gets.
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Mets have come back to tie this one at 2.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Conforto comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Now here it comes. He loses him on ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. He's set, and the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Conforto on at first, nobody out. 2 balls and no strikes to Ramos.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Line drive to center field. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker, baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Missed middle.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Chopper to short. Over to Albies. Back to Freeman, not in time, and they'll just get the 1.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping into the box, Yoenis Cespedes, and the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Soroka has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We move ahead to the top of the second now, and we are tied 2-2. Digging in, Tyler Flowers. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Tyler Flowers.
Pitch on the way. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
So striding forward now, Charlie Culberson. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. No one out with a runner at second. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 1-1 home is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop. Austin Riley, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-1. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Stepping in, Austin Riley. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Riley swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". This is his second year as a major leaguer. One 0 pitch is a circle change, swung on and missed. 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. 1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2.
Well, this second inning is not starting out any better than the first was. He just might not have it in this one.
Now the 2-1. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Looking up is Nimmo. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Third home run for him on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
At the plate now, Mike Soroka. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. 3 runs already home here. 1-2 now to the Braves pitcher. Misses, ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and there to take this one in is Cano for the first out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. All even now, 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. On deck is Nick Markakis. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. This one's flared off to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Nick Markakis digging in now. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Wacha a check at first, and he'll dive back in. Here he comes on 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. He's set. Here's the 3-0. 3-1.
Count 3-1.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Hit down the line at first. Still only 1 out in the inning. Ball 4.
Take your base.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a chopper to first. Might only get 1. Reined in to second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the Braves do pick up 3 on the strength of this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 5-2 Atlanta. So here's Brandon Nimmo. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And that's out number 1.
Batting in, the shortstop, Rosario.
Set to get his day started, Ahmed Rosario, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Two and two.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Now a changeup hit on the ground to shortstop. Scooped up. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Wacha.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the veteran right-hander Michael Wacha will hit next. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Line drive to center field, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him, but not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
Set. Here it comes. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. McNeil manning the hot corner down at third in today's game, although he's primarily considered a second baseman.
You know, this is an interesting one. I'd be interested in two things here. A, is he still using the glove that he uses at second base? And B, does he have enough arm strength to go over to third base? Because until you go backhand on that left side of the infield and turn and burn and throw to first, you have no idea the difference in arm strength that it takes to man that position as opposed to second.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Markakis has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mets strand one, and the deficit remains 5-2. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Wacha with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%. And with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Marcell Ozuna. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. First pitch is a cutter looked at 0-1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away. So one gone for the Braves here in the third, and next to bat will be the catcher Tyler Flowers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
1-1 the count now. And the pitch.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Bases are empty, one man out. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
At the plate, Charlie Culberson fouled off. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Now the 0-1. There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner. Culberson has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. Now a hard liner, but foul. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Runners on first with 1 down. Popped him up. Rosario has a play. 2 gone.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Into the box now, Austin Riley. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run. We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit to short. Rosario's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for Atlanta, and it remains 5-2.
Welcome back as the Mets prepare for their third turn batting in this one. And fans of the Metropolitans have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. They enter the day near the top of the league in both team batting average and runs scored. So it's safe to say they're among the cream of the crop in terms of offensive production. Talking with some of the coaches earlier, they all alluded to not only the high level of talent on this club, but also the hitters' tireless work ethic. They praised the professionalism these players bring to their craft as a major reason for their success. And they said the hard work breeds confidence when it comes time to compete in the batter's box.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First pitch coming, here it is. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Stepping in, Michael Conforto. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here's the pitch. Conforto, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State, has played well this season, and he's received a good amount of support in all-star balloting as a result. He's third among right fielders coming into today, so we'll wait and see if he ends up getting an invite to the festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. One out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Hit hard down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here it comes.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And now a pitch on the way.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. They trail 5-2. New inning set to get underway. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Mike Soroka.
Number 40, Mike Soroka.
First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 the count. Fastball called for strike 2. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called, and on 3 pitches he's your first out of the inning.
The batter number 1.
Digging in and looking for more, Ozzie Albies. First offering on its way. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. 4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. Nope. 3-0. Waiting on deck is Nick Markakis. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Fastball too high, ball 4.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick.
So 1 gone in the inning here with the runner at first. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. From the stretch, a ball and no strikes. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the stretch.
Ball, that's out.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 3-0. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Walker Lockett answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Walker Lockett.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he'll fight this one foul off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
In now, Ronald Acuna, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
0-2, here it is. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. One and 2, here it is. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Here's the 2-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
He's set the payoff pitch. He spoils another one and will do it again. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes set, the 0-1.
1-1.
He came into a mess out of the bullpen, and it hasn't gotten any better. This is not a comfortable place to be, not even close.
The set and the 1-1. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Braves will strand 3. They're still out in front, 5-2. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. 1 out.
The left fielder, number 52. Go ahead.
Now at the plate, Yoenis Cespedes. First pitch of the at-bat. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
The 1-2. Ground ball foul down the left side. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Drilled on the ground to short. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 9. Brandon Nimmo.
Settling in now, Brandon Nimmo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball 1. Take out 1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
To third. Field it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, and the deficit remains 5-2. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Tyler Flowers.
Here comes the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The batter.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the Georgia native Charlie Culberson. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now here it comes. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The next 0-2 is taken for ball one.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. Popped up. McNeil is there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
In now, Austin Riley. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Ripped down the first base line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Fouled away. Now another 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Ball 2.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
And he fouls this one off. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Hard hit toward the hole, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm. A base hit.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Bro, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate. Just enough for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Mike Soroka, as he will look at a curveball right on the black. Apparently, it's strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
And he buys himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
The 0-2 once more.
The count is 1-2.
And he pops it up. Cano ranging into shallow right. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Braves strand 1, and it remains 5-2. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
J.D. Davis will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
J.D. Davis.
And he lays off there. 1-0. 281 the average entering play. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Back up the middle, reined in over to Albies, and that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go is the third baseman, Jeff McNeil. First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets ahead 0-1. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Mets go down quickly. They trail 5-2. Justin Wilson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
All set for the start of the inning, so the lineup flips over and digging in, Ozzie Albies. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. And there's ball 2 now. Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
The 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0 home. One and 2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-2. Fouled off. Swing and a liner. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Freddie Freeman will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. He's set and the pitch. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman. His second of the game, and the lead is now 7-2. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Striding in, Marcell Ozuna. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back. The 2-0 pitch. Left side. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
So now to the plate, Tyler Flowers, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Pitch too high, and that's over the catcher's head. So now 2 men in scoring position. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. On the run is Nimmo. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Brad Brock gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Charlie Culberson will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Come on, let's hold them.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Ozuna isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He scores, and they're pulling away. They lead by 7.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
To the plate now, Austin Riley, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Four runs here in this half inning. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. This ball will be chopped foul. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Braves on top, 9-2. Next up from New York, Pete Alonso. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Now the pitch.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The windup and the 0-1. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Ready for another chance? Michael Conforto. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Count is 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And the pitch. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Back goes Ozuna. Gone! Solo home run there for Michael Conforto. Number 13 for him on the year, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Dan, I can only speak from my own past experiences. When the flags are blowing out, you want as many at-bats as you can, and that's exactly what's happened. This ball's jumping at you.
You know, D-Row, this is always a nightmare for a pitcher. Not only is this a good hitting ballpark, but the wind blows out on top of it. This is the last place you want to be a pitcher at.
A hit and 2 tries for him so far. One and 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
3 balls, 1
On
strike.
deck, the lefty Robinson Cano. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Now the payoff pitch home. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hold the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. Flowers corrals it, and the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Hard on the ground towards short. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets do get one back, though, on the solo home run. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's the Braves 9 and the Mets 3. Ender Inciarte is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Ender Inciarte.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pitch is popped up. McNeil in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope. Ball 1.
1 out, nobody on. Albies with a 1-1 count now. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike to count. That's ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 3-2 pitch.
Nope.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
The batter, the right fielder, Nick.
Ready for another shot now. Nick Markakis. He singled his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle. Strike 1. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, but this will land untouched. The 1-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Freddie Freeman, 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. Conforto back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ronald Acuna. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Ball, that's it.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here at this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ball player.
Seth Lugo comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box, Marcell Ozuna. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 3 runs in the inning on just 1 hit, but it was a big one, the home run. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Braves 12 and the Mets 3. Sean Newcomb gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 15, Sean Newcomb.
Digging in once again, Yoenis Cespedes. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A swing and a ground ball to third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, Ahmed Rosario, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Pitch swung on and hit on the ground for Freeman over there at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down a bunch. It's 12-3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler Flowers. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Flowers.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
The count is 2-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. High and deep to right. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Charlie Culberson.
Ready once again, Charlie Culberson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
I got the count.
1 out, nobody on. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate now, Austin Riley. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
And 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
So here now is the pitcher, Sean Newcomb, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. 1 left for Atlanta. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Jake Marisnick will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's ball
And
two.
now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jeff McNeil. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. Nobody out, runner on first. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. From the belt, the pitch, and this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner into the upper deck, but foul. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Turned on down the line. A runner at first with no outs here. A bouncer to the left side. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete. Oh,
next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First offering on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Alonso is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there. That was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. From the stretch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Here's the 0-1. And he pops it up. Riley in foul ground. And no one will track it down. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1. They're down a bunch. It's 12-3. Jerry's Familia enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Jerry Familia.
All set to start the 9th in this one. Striding in once again, Ozzie Albies. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is fastball taken high for a ball. The 2-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball. Nick Markakis is on deck. Here it comes, the 3-0. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick.
Digging in, Nick Markakis. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you can get super greedy right down the middle.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Freddie Freeman waits on deck. Nobody out, runner on first. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Freddie Freeman will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. Lined hard toward right center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
At the plate, Ronald Acuna as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Robert Gesellman comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping in now, Marcell Ozuna, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Gesellman, a California-born ball player. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
That misses, and we're even at 2 and 2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2 and 2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
From the belt, the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. There's one, and he's out on the tag. But they do play to run on the play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
So striding in, Tyler Flowers. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 2-0.
Ball 3.
And that's low, ball 4.
Now batting, shortstop, Charlie Culberson.
Digging in to try it again, Charlie Culberson. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Soft liner towards short. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Into the box now, Austin Riley. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Braves lead it 15-3. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Wilson Ramos, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First offering on its way. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 2-2 to the Mets catcher. Swing and a line drive. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
The 0-2 pitch.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
A runner at first with no outs here. Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Culberson battles the sun a bit, but has it for out number 1.
Number 52. Go ahead.
Coming to the plate now, Yoenis Cespedes. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Now the 2-0 home. And it's fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Three and 1 to the Mets left fielder.
No reason to sit on anything other than the hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1 down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
So now to the plate, Brandon Nimmo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 1-0. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Now the 2-0. The count now at 2-1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Full count now, 3-2. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will be in time to get him, and the Braves have come in here and finished off a 3-game sweep as this one is over.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
15-3 the final score. The Atlanta Braves took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Mike Soroka notches his 3rd win of the year. Michael Wacha couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. Sean Newcomb takes the rare 3-inning save, his 1st of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.